everybody, and welcome back to Train Simulator 2020. So today we'll be carrying on from where we left off on the Academy session. I do want to try and get through these so that we can get started on the actual routes. So we're going to start off with the A02 diesel secondary controls. It's going to be summer but stormy and at 8 o'clock at night apparently. We're going to be using the SD70 Mac. Get started. Okay, so it says welcome back to the cab of the SD70 Mac Diesel locomotive. There is more to this train than simple starting and stopping. Okay. In this lesson, we will learn about additional controls that engineers frequently use. The camera will change each time the control is set correctly. Complete each action after closing these message boxes. Okay. When it's dark outside, it can be hard to see the track and line side signage. Sorry, I suppose I better put my glasses on. I can't read properly. Activate the headlights by turning the switch to upwards. Okay, I'm assuming it's that one. Yeah, that's better. We will now be able to see ahead. Wipers. With the heavy rain outside, it can be difficult to see. Turn on the wipers by clicking the indicated switch. That on. That's better. We'll now be able to see ahead. A very important tool for the engineer is the horn. It is used to warn those ahead that the train is approaching. Press and hold the switch to sound the horn. Okay. Scenario complete. Okay, so these seem to be just a basics of other controls within the cab. So, let's go to the next one. I'm assuming they're all going to be pretty much the same. Just different. It's not saying it was complete. Why is it not saying it was completed? Not too sure on that one. Anyway, we'll go on to the second one. So this is the diesel passenger train, the Class 170 DMU. Let's give this one a go. Okay. So this seems to be the next one. Welcome back to the cab of the Class 170 Diesel multiple unit. There is more to this train than simple starting and stopping, so same message as before. In this lesson we'll learn about additional controls that drivers frequently use, blah blah blah, same as before. So headlights. Okay, so the headlights for this one are up here. So turning them on, I'm guessing. Headlights, detail. There we go. That's better. We will now be able to see ahead. With the heavy rain outside, it can be difficult to see. Turn on the wipers. The wipers. And they're on. Be able to see ahead. And the horn. So pull the lever to the left to sound the horn. Okay. That's an unusual horn. Okay. Now they know we're coming. And that is this simulator complete. Right, this scenario complete. Right, so that was the passenger class 170 DMU. Go back to the main menu. Back into the academy. Not showing these as complete, and I'm not entirely certain why, but anyway. So, this is I think it's a diesel electric, the BR189. So let's see where the controls are on this one. Okay, so basically the same message again, BR189 electric locomotive this time. And we're going to learn about the controls again, same thing again. So headlights, when it's dark outside it's hard to see. Headlights by pushing the switch all the way forward. So I'm assuming it's this switch here. We push it forward. Yep. We'll be able to see ahead. Wipers. Turn on the wipers by clicking the indicated switch. Where is the indicated switch? Giving us a... Is it this one here? No. With the heavy rain? That's cap... No, it's cap light. Where is the wiper switch? I can't see it. It would be helpful if it gave you more of a tooltip over... Ah, wipers, there we go. We found them. Now we'll be able to see ahead. And the horn, which I'm assuming is this one here. So we'll pull the switch to sound the horn. There we go. Now we are complete. I didn't like where the wipers were positioned on this train. It didn't indicate that it was down below the dashboard. That was a bit confusing, that, but we figured it out. That was that one done. The BR189. So, oh, there we go. It's showing up that they're done now. So we'll go on the steam train one now for the Fowler 4F and see how this one goes. Okay, and now we're in the steam train. I do like these old steam locomotives. There's one of these that I don't know which one it is. I'd have to find out. But there's one of these in a town near where I live that still operates. Really cool. So, welcome back to the cab of the BR4F steam loco. So this one is okay. When it is dark, it can be difficult for workers to see the train coming. Lamps called head codes are placed on the front. Turn on the head codes by pressing the H key on the keyboard. Each head code represents a different train type. These are indicated in the boxes that appear on the right of the screen. Find one that says Class G light engine. Okay. Pressing H, it said, didn't it? Was it? Hold on. Workers can now identify this train. Notice that the lamps did not light up the track. Projecting headlights were not introduced until after the steam engine. Right, okay. A very important tool for the locomotive driver is the whistle. Press the spacebar or click the lever shown in the picture to sound the whistle. Okay. Press the spacebar, there we go. Scenario complete. We'll get out of that because that whistle sound was annoying. So that one is done. And that is all the secondary controls complete. So is that all the controls one? Or is there anything else? Nope, we're on to driving now. What's under this tutorial? Ah, these tutorials for specific trains. I think they are. We'll have a look at them later. So, we're going on to driving now. Off. Alright, so diesel switching junctions, the SD70 Mac. Give this one a go. Okay, welcome to this rail yard in the academy. Rail yard in the academy. In this lesson, we will learn about switching junctions after each action. Complete each action after closing these messages. Okay. Modern busy railroad lines are controlled remotely by a signalling centre or dispatcher. Switches controlling the path of the train are automatic. Okay. In freight yards and depots, many small and frequent movements are required, making automatic control impractical. In yards, these switches are manual. Okay, so in the yard they're actually manual, not automatic. That's interesting. The difference between these two types of switches can be identified by their equipment. A manual switch has a lever to turn it one way or the other. An automatic switch has a small box containing a motor to drive it. Okay. Manual junctions can be operated by clicking the lever or pressing G on the keyboard. They can also be changed on the action menu and 2D map. Okay. Automatic junctions cannot be operated. These are under the control of the signalling centre or dispatcher. Changing switches. Up ahead, the path through the switch is set to the left. Using the free camera key 8, fly over the switch and click on the lever to change its direction. Once set, drive the locomotive straight through. Right, so we've got to press 8 and we can fly over. I'm pressing 8 and it's not doing anything. I'm not quite sure what it wants me to do here. Press key 8. Key 8 doesn't do anything. Making me control the train, I don't understand what it wants me to do. Where's the switch? On which? Switch, I'm assuming. Oh, is it at the side of us? No? Where's the switch? I'm confused. Where is this switch? Press. Is it here? Ah, there. I see it. Key 8. Wants us to go switch the switch. Okay, I get it. Have we done it? Or is that still... we want to go straight ahead. Right ahead. Okay. And then it wants us to go off. So, 1 second. Where is the reverser in this? So the reverser wants to go forward. forward. Some power on. That should get the power moving to get us going. No? Why is the train not moving? I completely forgotten how to do this. Let's reset. Back to the beginning. Back to nothing. And then brake. Also brake. Now set. Okay. So. Pull this back to release. Brake is fully off. The reverser to drive. And power. Should. Hey, there we go. We did it. I remembered. Oh, now we're moving. So we're going to put that so that we're coasting. Destination reached. Okay, so we did it. Good stuff. Wonderful. We actually did that one then. Good. Took me a few seconds to figure out the signalling, but we managed it. So we'll go back now. Next. So we're going to do the same thing again, but on the BR189 this time. So let's give that one a go. Okay, so same again. Rail yard. So same message again. Telling us about the automatic and manual switches again. While pressing G on the keyboard, they can be changed on the 2D map. Junctions cannot be operated under control of signal box. Okay. Up ahead, the path through the junction is set to left using the free camera, key 8, which is what I was trying to do before, which it wouldn't let me do. Fly over the junction and click on the lever to change its direction. Once set, the drive the locomotive through the junction. Okay. So key 8, which is not letting us do it again. Where is the lever this time? Junction. Oh, that's the end of the line, so it must be the other way. No. Okay, so where's the junction on this one then? I'm getting confused again. Ah, this game just loves to confuse me. Not hard, really. Zoom out so I can look at this junction. Right, so it's the junction up ahead here. So it's set to left. And we want it to go right. So if we pull... Does that actually change it? I can't see. Right, yeah, so that makes us go forward. Right, let's do that then. So back in the cab. And let's see if we can remember how to do the controls on this one. So what have we got here? So that's the power lever. Don't know what that is. The reverser, so we want that set to forward. We've got here. Full use. Brake bit off. Okay. So then we should put the power lever forward. There we go. And we did that quite well. Let's put power to 0 and let's coast. And we did that one too. Nice and easy. It's not hard really, it's just getting used to where things are. Like, obviously I've never played this. But we're getting there. We are getting there. There's quite a lot to go through, isn't there? So, I think we will do one more. And we'll leave it at that for today. So let's do the switching junctions on... Actually no, we'll leave the switching junctions. Because it doesn't really make much of a difference on the trains. It might be worth just doing the first one, unless it's to do with controls, and then we'll just get us way through here, because we'll learn how to drive the trains properly as we're going. It's more the advanced stuff that we need to know about. So let's have a look. So switching cabs on this one. So let's go for that one. We'll leave the foul one. Okay, welcome back to the cab of the Class 170 diesel multiple unit. In this lesson we will learn to switch between multiple cabs, complete any action after closing these messages. Okay, when a train reaches the end of a line it must turn around and head back the other way. To accommodate this, modern trains have a driving cab at both ends to save having to physically turn the whole thing round. Okay, which doesn't make sense. Our train has just arrived into the station and we are at the buffers. We are at the buffers, yeah. To head back the other way we must change ends. To do this by pressing Control and plus or underscore, I'm guessing, on the keyboard, or selecting next cab from the action menu. Okay, put Control and plus. Minus. Oh, next cab in the action. Oh, we've completed it. Never mind. That was quite easy, quite simple. Now we're complete. So let's go back into the academy again. So that one was quite easy. I'm guessing that one's going to be the same again. It's going to be plus or minus again. Shouldn't make any difference. Right, before we go, I think we'll do the SD70 Mac advanced braking. Let's have a go at that one. Welcome back to the cab of the SD70 Mac diesel locomotive. In this lesson we will learn about advanced braking systems. Complete each action after closing these messages. Okay. This locomotive is equipped with 3 different brake systems depending on requirement: independent, automatic and dynamic. The independent brake controls systems only on the locomotive itself. Okay, this is used when running the locomotive alone, right? So when we're just using the train, we will the actual train itself, we just use that brake. Okay. The auto brake controls the systems along the entire train, so if we're pulling wagons as well. Long trains can mean this brake takes a long time to react, so planning ahead is crucial to slow down in time to stop. Right, so we use this one when we are using the full train, a train with wagons attached. Okay. And the dynamic brake works by reversing the polarity of the motors, causing them to slow down. Similar to the independent brake, the dynamic brakes only have an effect on locomotives in the train. Right, okay. Multifunction displays. The MFD on the right displays information about the air brakes, which are controlled using the auto brake handle. As the auto brake is increased, the equalizing reverser ER drops from 90 psi to 0. Once the ER is set, the brake pipe, or BP, slowly decreases to match the ER value. Okay. Applying the auto brake also increases the brake cylinder, BC, which goes up to the maximum of 65 psi and is the actual braking force. It is only affected by the BP. Okay. If the BP reaches 0, there will no longer be any pressure to apply the brakes. To recharge the BP, the auto brake must be set back to the release option. Right, okay. The longer the train, the longer the brakes will take to apply and recharge. The brakes cannot be gradually released and recharged. Any usage will discharge the BP, which will not start to recharge again until the handle is set back to the release position. Okay, fair enough. In Train Simulator, the auto brake is set to medium difficulty. Continue the lesson at this level to get used to it. Once comfortable, try this lesson again at different difficulty levels. Find the one that is most comfortable. Control plus Shift plus 1 will increase the difficulty, and Control plus Shift plus 2 will decrease it. Close this message box to begin to stop the train. Okay. Right, okay. It wants us to stop the train, so that's the individual brake. To stop the train, push the auto brake handle up above the min position until the camera resets looking forward. Okay, so we want to push that up above min. On the right, MFD and the ER has dropped from 90 psi and the BP is slowly decreasing to match it. The BC will then increase, providing actual braking power. Remember now that the brakes are applied, changing them even slightly will completely discharge the pressure. Right, okay. So we basically got to time that just right. As indicated by the speedometer in the middle of the MFD, the train is now slowing down. However, due to its length and weight, it will not stop quickly even from this low speed. Understanding how long it takes to stop is a crucial skill for an engineer. Okay. Basically, we're just going to wait for it to stop now. And let it slow down gradually. Apparently, if we change it even slightly, it could drop the entire pressure. What happens if you need to release? Do we have to put it straight back to release and then reapply after it's recharged? So what if you need to put a little bit more pressure on? Does that make a difference? Didn't really explain that very well. Because if I need to brake a bit harder, then it's not really going to make any difference, is it? Press the emergency brake and that will stop us completely. But we're not going to do that. We're going to stop anytime soon. Come on, stop. Train, stop. Are we stopping? Or are we not? It seems to be just popping along at a very slow speed. We are coming down, so we're at 16 miles per hour. But it just doesn't seem to be slowing all too much. What about if we apply some of the throttle brake? Will that make a difference? See if that makes a difference. stopping? Are you slowing? You're slowing, but not much. Use some of the independent brake as well. Might just help slow it down that bit more. Don't know whether you should do that, but it didn't say you can't. It seems to be coming to the end and it's not stopping enough. Nearly at the end of where we should be. It's see, that's the thing that was confusing, because if I don't know whether these have made any difference whatsoever. If I hadn't have applied them, would we be going faster than what we are now? That's the thing that I'm wondering. Let's take the combined brake off. Zero, there we go. Near enough stop now. 1.2. We've gone over. See, look at that there. We've gone over where we should be doing. So are we going to fail this scenario? That's the question. The brakes are on. Congratulations, the train has stopped. This concludes the lesson on advanced braking systems. So, doesn't really say whether it made a difference. Clearly we passed it. But, yeah, that one's a little bit unclear whether you should be using the other brakes or not. I know it explains what they're for, but in that, if you guys know, let me know in the comments below. Right, so that is another one done. So we've done the advanced braking one there. So I'm going to leave it there for today, guys. So thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we will see you again next time. See you later.